All right, everyone, Supreme Kami over here. So I'm gonna be going over what we're gonna have for upcoming events over here. So starting off with the welfare stuff over here, we got a Raider Gundam over here. Finally, we have the Abyss ready, so we are finally getting towards the final bits of the antagonist suit from the Gundam C. So we're still waiting for Bitten to come. So that's probably gonna be the last one we'll get. Maybe next year, I will have to say. So that is going to be our welfare unit, and yeah, and next week around we are going to be getting a bunch of previous welfare unit getting alteration as well, so I'll go over that in just a bit. But in terms of our next welfare or Sokai unit over here, we are finally, oh man, I have been waiting for this guy for a very long time. I don't know why they put this guy off for a extremely long time. Like they did that for the Seri lineup as well. They have not released the standard version of the Seri nor the upgraded version of it, but finally it's about time we get the raw power Gundam. Probably gonna go ham into this unit, and guess what, I'm gonna get shafted because like every unit that I like, when I do summon on it I get shafted. So I think probably the best bet is to probably summon on the code Sora over here. In terms of both these unit, obviously the Raphael is going to be heavily shooting based unit, while the Ko Sora may be a melee based unit, but who knows? I think based on Tuma's play, fighting style, it's going to be presumably going to be like a melee based unit. But I would have to say I don't know why they would release this unit this early, because like they literally released what chapter storyline 18, and they feature Tuba's new unit on that, on like the very last stage, and they're like, guess what, let us actually release this as a Soka unit. So I don't even know how this guy will actually perform and all that, but I will have to say this is probably going to be like a extremely melee based unit. So let me actually take a look at what kind of weapon set they will possess over here and all that. So Rockfire is going to come with 6-part on the spot right here. So you have the 5-part for the Gundam, and then you have 1 beam rifle over here. So if you have to ask me which is probably the better rate, I'm not talking about like the overall percentage rate. It's still going to be 5% on the normal pool, and then 16% on that prime pool. But I'm talking about individual part. It's going to look slightly better on the Rockfire banner, presumably. If you look at the Cold Sora over here, you're looking at the 5 parts for a Gundam. I don't know if it's gonna come with a backpack. I don't think it has one. Maybe I'm just gonna assume it has one maybe right now. So you're gonna look at 5 parts for the Cold Sora, and then you have a Sora Lance, a Beam Saber, a Lance, and a Shield. So you are looking at 9 parts. So the odds of putting, let's say I want the melee weapon for example, is gonna be at a very slim chance. So I don't know. Depending on how broken this unit may be, the Cold Sora, I don't think I'll go ham into it. I'm just probably gonna go for the Raphael Gundam for now, because that one is truly like a unit I like. So finally getting it. So I'm definitely gonna try to see if I can get the Hosu and all that. But besides that, we are definitely gonna be. Let me actually see if they mention anything about any revive for for the other welfare unit. It does not look like they are, because they have already leaked what is going to be the next, supposedly the next set of welfare unit getting alteration, but it does not look like we are getting any the regular like the 3-star modes and all those tools that is needed to alterate it. So I guess this is not the time yet, but you guys can see that we are getting the Akatsuki points over here, the coins over here, because they are going to be dropping. I don't know if they actually show it here, but we are finally getting the Funnsaiki, the horse from G Fighter. But the only unfortunate fact is we're only getting the head and then the leg part. In terms of the torso, there's not going to be any arms, because the horse does not really come with any arms, like torso I guess. So it's gonna look a little bit funky, I would definitely assume, but we'll see. From the leaks of it, from looking at the leaks, they did talk about that from that Akatsuki coin you will be able to exchange for the Funnsaiki, as well as with this new they're also going to be releasing a new Akatsuki. So we already have one in game, so that is the Washi version. The one that they're releasing is going to be, is a Shiranui, if I'm pronouncing it right. So let me actually head over to here, so I have some unit that I have displayed for you guys to see. So this one we already have the Owashi version of it, so we are waiting for the Shiranui version. So that one is mainly piloted by Mulaflaga. This one is mainly piloted by Kagari, obviously. So yeah, so that is pretty much where we're getting it. I don't know if the other version is gonna have like extremely high beam resistance like this one is, because this one is like a trophy unit to use in, let's say, beam resistant arena. So this is definitely the one to have. I want to assume that that one will probably be on the same tier as this one, but maybe the stat line is going to be a lot more better, because this one came out back in 2019 if I recall. It was during if I recall, it was back in December as well when they first released it. It was like a two-part type event, so you were able to grab the Akatsuki card in one week, and then you were able to in the second week also grind out the point as well. So I'm not sure if they're doing it at the same time again this year, for example, but this is definitely going to be a unit we can be looking out for. And then in terms of the next week's welfare stuff, I don't know if you're getting it like this upcoming week or the next following week, but these are the unit that was leaked as well. So we had the Galley. It's not really confirmed yet at the moment, but these are something we can definitely be expecting. So we have a Galagu short custom over here. So in terms of what this one is ready to get at, I feel the leg EXQ was already extremely well done, I would say, because this one is actually lowering both shot attack and melee defense by 14%. So I'm not even sure if they do ultra. I don't think they will increase whatever the passive is. They will probably bring this up to like a B plus power, and that's it. So I'll probably not even recommend alterating it because it's not that much of a difference. The stat line for this unit, I don't think it's going to be too impressive up to alteration at all. Some of the portrait that it comes to are not even too good. Maybe the arm. Definitely the arm is good. Maybe I want to say that maybe the torso as well. Yeah, I feel like the torso can be good. Like if they want to make this a viable part to be using, they just have to put some sort of like a maybe some power boosting or something that's a little bit I would say maybe something for utility base. Maybe they can throw in some sort of like a disturbance type that we have been seeing. Let's say increase your like kind of like an cooldown reduction type trait that will make this like extremely valuable for your S attribute. So that is probably one route they can go with, or they can probably go with like a very generic setup where they give this like a crit up, for example, which is not going to do anything. Other than that, I don't think maybe the beam rifle, but this one is only solely for multi-mission sortie only, so I don't see that much purpose out of that one. So maybe the arm. I think the arm is definitely a good solid option, but the stat wise is it's not gonna be good. That is definitely something to be noted. I think most of these on the first portrait are not even that good. Like the beam Naginata is not good at all. Even the shield is like kind of iffy and all that. Stat line on all these are definitely nowhere near what they would be in terms of, or even like a recently released warfare unit. So that's one right there. The next one we have the Abyss Gundam. That's why I said we're literally missing that one final piece. So we're just no. I think the Abyss is actually from Sea Destiny. So never mind. Is it? Yeah. I think this one is. Yeah, this one is Sea Destiny. So never mind. So we're missing Calamity, Forbidden. So those are the three. Those are the extra two we're missing. So yeah, I think yeah. Okay, yeah. I'm getting kind of mixed up with there because we got the Chaos, we got the Abyss, and then we got Gaia. So that line from Sea Destiny is complete, but in terms of Sea, it's not complete yet. So I do wonder when they will actually release the last two units to complete the the anti-Federation force, all that shenanigans right there. What is it? I don't even think what was their I forgot what kind of side they're on. I know that they're like the antagonist side of it, but I don't exactly remember like their legion and all that good stuff. But in terms of the Abyss, I think what this guy comes with is actually the EX skill. I think what they will actually become is this one will definitely go up to a B plus, maybe B or B plus. I think this one will definitely go up to 8 Pierce for the chest EX skill there. I think this one should be a very powerful EX skill for a Welper, just like any generic one that comes out in this ratio right here. The next one we have is definitely going to be the arm. I think this one is definitely something that may look very good because it's gonna open up those let's say those shield binders, or maybe just shoulder binders, and they are gonna shoot a 3-barrel beam cannon. So this one will generally go up to like maybe B power or a B plus, depending on how they want to do it. I think generally it's B powered it. I think B power is definitely something worth altering, but you guys would definitely have to decide for yourself whether or not you want to use the E skill. I think it should look pretty good on paper, and even in the battlefield, it should look pretty amazing as well. The next thing we have is going to be the back cannon. So this one is more or less resembling to the, let's say, the Freedom, but this one is definitely, you can say the power down of it, because this one is only a 21-second cooldown, while the one Freedom has is actually a 90-second at base level 1 and then 60-second at max. So I do wonder, this one is definitely going to go up to a plus, and it should perform very well. This one is definitely worth trying out in terms of arena purposes, because this one is a low, I don't know, if this one was like a 3 seconds, maybe after alteration it might bring it down to 3 seconds, and that it will be definitely be viable for like arena use. But this one bumping up to like a B plus would definitely help it out. So I'll definitely try out to see if we're getting it this week, or maybe sometime the following week, maybe it's gonna be good. So yeah. I don't have the melee weapon. It should come with a melee weapon. I think it's the lance actually. I don't have it. I didn't actually farm it back then, so I don't have it. And then the next one, we have the gap plan over here, or gap plan, however you pronounce it. So this is going to be from your advanced Zeta A to Z line right here. So this one is going to be your TR5. So let's see how this one going to come about. Just basing off of the portrait this one has is actually pretty bad. So I don't really expect too many great things coming out of it, depending on if the second portrait is going to be anything groundbreaking. If it's not, I don't think there's going to be too much to even talk about. But at this point in time, we don't know when they're actually going to be coming out, but they are something that was leaked in the Dengeki website, or the Dengeki Wikipedia. That's why the wiki, however we call it. So just take it as a grain of salt at the moment that these are something we can be looking in advance. I'm not gonna say they're this week for sure, maybe not this week, but they're definitely something to look out for in the upcoming weeks, whether or not you like the gap plan over here, the Abyss, or even the Galaxy over here. But they're definitely something to just kind of look out for, and just more content for us, and just for any players who did not previously obtain these welfare unit. It's definitely good to at least pick up one copy for the collection purposes and all that. But you know, with that being said, that is going to be pretty much it. So definitely going to be looking out forward to tomorrow into, you know, summoning for the Rough Gundam. Definitely excited to see what kind of EX skill they'll be packing, what kind of like stuff they'll be packing into the cold store as well. But with that being said, I will catch you guys all on the next one.